Hey yo, it's Soul Strikes. Hey, so today we're gonna be VOD reviewing one of the LLA game. It's the game between Rainbow Seven versus All Knights. So we're just gonna see like what happened, and we're gonna like dig into like the draft as well, like what the win condition from these teams are. So Rainbow Seven has like a Camille split pushing pressure with Global coming out of Twisted Fate and a very fast clear jungler Lilia. So they have that's going with Ashe and Norlis just supporting the top side of the map, and they're going to be using that to facilitate the top side of the map when it comes to mid game. All Knight has like a Gragas top. I'm assuming he's going to go tank. Then you have Lulu's and Zhao, a very strong 2v2 duelist, and they have Apelius Thresh at bottom with a very scary bot duo that's been running around. So obviously, like All Knights wants to go for like a team fight comp and like bit of a skirmish coming from Lulu and Zinzao, and they wanna they really want to win these kind of team fights. Whereas Rainbow Seven, they're gonna go for these split pushing pressure, and they're gonna play through like a number advantage with the side lane priority and collapse onto mid and go for like a kill onto Lulu or Zinzao or whoever is by themselves and trying to win through like number advantage. So let's see what actually happens in this game, and let's just go right into it. Okay, so both junglers starts on red. Bot gets a leash and top gets a leash. Not much is there to be said. Zinzao just does that. Lily does that. Both are pathing. Bot lane pushes that. Yep, puts a ward. Doesn't really matter. Nothing really happens. And they actually see Lily up here. So I think like one of the big mistake coming out from Zinzao here is he needs to go into enemy golem after this, and he needs to take that. But what ends up happening is like he doesn't take it, and he's already a bit behind in CS. Then he gets seen. Then he's taking his own chicken. So like the problem with it, like what's happening right now is like now Lily has like a one camp advantage against Zinzao, and Zinzao is essentially like behind. So what he really wants to do right now is that he should invade Lilia's chicken with Lulu's priority and play around that. Because if like Zinzao and Lulu, like I said, they're like a very strong duelist. Lulu can buff up Zinzao with W and shield him, and Zinzao can just go in, get onto Lilia, and start bullying her out. So like if they have like a fight around here and manage, and Lulu can set up the way for Zinzao to come back to the lane, then it's like a really good setup for them to fight around like a certain objective on the map. But what ends up happening is Zinzao goes for the wolf, and he just lets Lilia farm, and now he's going to the chicken, but he's already a bit too late, and he's sticking around mid, which is a good thing, but it doesn't actually accomplish anything. Like he's just grabbing CS and letting Lulu reset on her own. So that's kind of whatever. Now Zinzao taking dragon. This is really nice to see. This is something they have to do in this game. But on the meanwhile, Lilia is actually taking his top side of the camp, and Zinzao is taking his chicken again. And yeah, so like a very nice try coming from Grell. He is playing through mid, so that is a good job by him. But yeah, so once again, so this is the mistake that Pancake made in this game. They actually get 2v2'd at bottom. It doesn't really matter, but it is annoying the fact Twisted Fate does come and gets an assist. So like it's just a mistake, but it's not gonna cost them the whole game, because like now Ashe doesn't have cleanse or flash, or Twisted Fate doesn't have flash, and like most importantly, like the Camille isn't getting anything out of it in this game. But the thing is, like the Zinzao is wasting a lot of time top side of the map. Yep, just going back down bot. Yep, taking this turret. Like Rainbow Seven, on the other hand, they aren't taking like Herald at the moment, so All Knights is still doing fine. Like because like this Xin Zhao, he's still farming up nicely. He's actually ahead in terms of level. So like this is a very good play coming from All Knights. But the mistake starts from here. Like they're following, like both the Thresh and Xin Zhao is following where what should have been Rainbow Seven's jungle, and they should have applied pressure down at bot even more. And yeah, and they need to like pink ward this, and they need to like play around. They need to get into enemy jungle and start pressuring bot instead of like Thresh is wasting time, just hovering around mid, like even though there's a ward there. Like they should be punishing this Ashe with no flash, and well, any summoners in fact. Yeah, they should have just yeah. This is like way too forced right now. Like they should not be fighting around here. They need to be fighting around like bot side of the map, and this is like where the mistake of them coming up, because right now this is why like the Gragas he's just a bit of in a trouble. Now Pancaked as well. Yeah, just like it's like I guess it's like the result of them losing that 2v2 at bottom before. But the thing is, like, the game is being sped up by the Rainbow Seven because nothing is happening, and Xin Zhao and Lulu wasted so much time onto just trying to punish this Twisted Fate when they should be punishing the bot duo instead. Yeah, and here comes the team fight. It's kind of weird because like Gragas had teleport, so he shouldn't be like coming down here. But then again, like I guess Gragas wanted to take this really fast and just run. But the thing is, like, he's already committed into doing this, but he's kind of backing out. So you can already see like the rookie mistake coming from this Gragas. He's not doing anything right now, so like. And he already lost half his health. So, and here comes the Lulu engage, and like what? No, why is there no Gragas ult? I'm not sure. But the thing is, like, Gragas isn't doing anything in this team fight when All Knight's composition is all around like team fighting, and they're losing this team fight because Camille had a power spike. This Ashe is kind of strong, but Apelles is strong as well. But the thing is, like, this the key member from R7 is like already strong, and they don't really have their ultimates ready. Well, the Gragas and the Apelles, so that's why they wanted to like disengage, and yeah, and there was like a nice disengage coming from All Knights. But overall, like the objective wise, like they did lose this dragon, which is really feels bad by them. So like maybe they should have do like an ultimate check to see who's there. Like if we see here, like maybe they should have pushed mid, and they shouldn't have like they should have gone for like a fight instead, or like they could have just blew this dragon down, because what ends up happening at mid is like Lulu's trying to push, Gragas is like hovering around here. I'm not sure what he's doing around here. He's just really off the mark when Gragas can be here and start queuing and zoning them out, and they can just secure the dragon and just run. That's like what All Knight's probably around. Yeah, and Wadid should probably stay back and throw out Lantern to whoever, but the objective should have been dragon, and like Gragas is just way too far away from the team to do anything. And so yeah, so overall, like Rainbow Seven wins that fight really hard because like All Knights, their composition is around staking dragon and going for that team fight, but the problem is like they're losing these kind of team fights, so it's hard for them to do. It's hard for All Knights to do anything now for the next dragon, and they just need to keep farming until they're comfortable on like fighting this. But this Camille is just taking so much turret plate. It's just ridiculous that she can do that. And I think that's wrong way around. I think All Knights took 3 plates and they took 9 plates. I think this is 5, this is 1, this is 3. So I think this is wrong way around. Yeah. because the top tower's dead, and Camille just took 3 more turret plates, or 2. 2 or 3, I can't remember. Yeah, but you can already see like the massive difference between these 2 players. So yeah, so the mid tier 1 tower is going to be super important, but they lose. They already lost Herald, so they're going to start slowly bleeding this game out. And like Twisted Fate on a free side lane against Lulu, it's so free because it's Lulu, so it's so hard for All Knights to do anything except for like a miracle like team fight. And like Lulu, and the thing is like Lulu needs level to be relevant, and it's so hard for this Lulu to be relevant if she is like this behind. And Grail goes in, his teammate is way too far, and he just dies, and yeah, CEO and Gragas is here, but his team is already running out. So we need to see like what exactly happened. Like Lilia got a very nice sleep, and Appearless is sleeping, and yeah, Xin Zhao just couldn't kill anyone. Wait, we should see. We should definitely see what happened. Yeah, that was a really nice Lilia. They should have just. Yeah. That was a very nice Sonya by Lilia, and Gragas just dies for free. Yeah. And they lose mid tower. So like the game, and they lose Dragon. So like right now, All Knights pretty much don't have like any sort of win condition now. Like the thing is like they should have kind of snowballed this game. Well, they have like a very good team fight, like I said, but like they should have snowballed with like Xin Zhao Lulu, and like if Xin Zhao Lulu was like meta, like everyone would have played it. But the thing is like they didn't play the Xin Zhao Lulu really well, and they wasted so much tempo at mid instead of like at the enemy jungle, and punished the enemy bot duo, who the Ashe, especially the Ashe, who is like 2-0, and she has like a shutdown gold. Like if you kill her, then it would be so good. But what ends up happening is like they waste time mid, then they get nothing. Then the Gragas, who's versing Camille and Lilia, like he's already suffering. So like if since Xin Zhao and Lulu didn't really get anything out of it, it's so hard for them to do anything. And Camille's just killing everyone, and the whole composition of All Knights is like falling apart now. Like they're not utilizing Lulu, the Xin Zhao's doing nothing, and they're losing tower left and right. So the game is pretty much over here. There's like, unless Rainbow 7 makes a huge mistake, or Appearless gets his like 4 item and starts killing everyone with red and white weapon, it's going to be very difficult for All Knights to win. Like they do have Lulu, they have like an enchanted to buff up Appearless, and they have like 3 frontliners, but Appearless is behind in level. Wait, is she level 10? No, she's level 12. So like, yeah, so like there's already a level gap between the ADC, there's a level gap between top laner, there's a level gap between mid, so it's just so hard for All Knights to do anything. So yeah, I think like Rainbow 7, they played it like really well. I think they played it what they should have done, and it was impressive that both CEO and Shadow managed to 2v2 Pancake and Wadid. So that was really good by them. But the important thing for All Knights is like they didn't play the Xin Zhao Lulu properly. They wasted too much time in the mid. They should have played it more aggressively in the jungle, which could have translated into bot dive. Then they have a win condition there. But they didn't do that. They just wasted time, wasted tempo, going up and down into the river with Thresh and Xin Zhao. Get nothing out of it. Then Pancake has to play back, and it's just so hard for. And they weren't sure they want to contest this Herald, which is more time loss. And in the end, it's the Gragas who's going to be suffering at the end of the day, because Camille just gets so much free stuff, and he's just so far ahead of everyone else in the game. He's just going to kill everyone, regardless of Lulu just being there. So yeah, so that's pretty much the game. So bit of disappointing start for All Knights, but I know they can bounce back. So we'll just see how they do with their top laner, and see how they progress. But another thing is, like, R7 played exceptionally well. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.